How's it going, everyone? CJ from On The Grow here, and today we are back with some soils versus hydroponics for the crop of Tatsoi. So stay tuned for the results. Alright, so it has been a while since we've done some soils versus hydroponics, so we brought it back with a new crop that we've actually never tried before, which is Tatsoi. So I'm really excited to taste this crop, and the results, as you can see, are pretty dramatic here for all the differences. So this pink tray right here, this was using a soil that's called Roots Organics. This is the seedling mix, or the microgreen mix rather, and the growth is really great on it. There are patches of like light coloration and then dark coloration mixed into this. It's really kind of odd. It's like a little bit of a zebra when it comes to the coloration, but the cotyledon size is really nice on it, and the growth looks very uniform and nice. The next tray over, this is our Pro Mix. This is the organic seedling mix, and I am really quite disappointed. This has had 9 days now to grow, and these look like they're only a few days old. For being one of the most popular soils that people grow with, I was expecting a lot better results. And as you can see, in comparison just to everything else in this group, the Pro Mix is the furthest behind. So the tray over, this is grown. These are our two hydroponic trays right here. They are both grown on Coco Coir. And this tray right here is using the Ocean Solution nutrient, which is an organic certified nutrient source. And the growth is really nice. The coloration, I would say, is a little bit lighter than everything else, and that's something that we've just noticed with the Ocean Solution is we believe it's lacking a little bit of something to give it that deep dark green that we love. And then the next tray over is using a very popular nutrient source, which is the MasterBlend, and we actually use the tomato formula, so it's the 4-18-38, and it's also got a little bit of calcium nitrate and Epsom salt in it as well, because that is the instructions on how to mix the MasterBlend. So the coloration on this is really great. The cotyledons look nice and big, and we are getting true leaves. So we're gonna call today harvest day. This is day 9. These have had 9 days to grow. They've all been seeded with 20 grams of seed per tray. So something I don't think I clarified is these two trays right here that were just our soils, these received only filtered water for their water source. It was pH balanced down to the 5.0, 5.5, 6.0 range. And these two had their specified nutrients per their mixing instructions, and again, also pH balance to the 5.5, 6.0 range. We usually keep ours at about 5.8 is our usual go-to. Let's go ahead and get to harvesting. I'll see you in just a moment. Once I've harvested all of these trays, we'll have some set aside from each group. We'll taste test it, talk about the appearance, talk about what it was like to harvest it, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. All right, so we just finished harvesting all 4 of the trays, and I combined them into 2 bags because I didn't want to waste 2 additional plastic bags. That's just being wasteful. So let's talk about the weights, starting at the lowest all the way to the highest. So the lowest weight that we had was one of the soil groups. It was the Pro Mix with 213 grams. The tray above it was also the other soil group. It was the Roots Organic Microgreen Mix, and that had a total harvest weight of 370 grams. Above that was one of the hydroponic groups, which was Ocean Solution, and it had a total harvest weight of 422 grams. And just above that was the MasterBlend, another hydroponic group, at 431 grams. So I am pretty surprised to see that both hydroponic groups did better than both of the organic soils. But that is one reason that we do love our hydroponics. We just feel that we can get better results and we get a little bit more control out of it. So now let's talk about the appearance and the taste of each one of these. The first tray, the Roots Organic, had a nice mix of dark and light cotyledons, and the stem color and the height were both very nice. The next group, which was the Pro Mix, was very disappointing. While the coloration was there, the actual height and the growth was just very disappointing, to say the least. On to the next one was one of our hydroponic groups is the Ocean Solution. We got great stem height. The cotyledon color was nice, though it was a bit lacking on the darker colors. I wish it was a little bit darker of a green. And the very last one was our other hydroponic group, the MasterBlend. Again, the stems are nice and long, the cotyledons are nice and big, and the coloration actually on the cotyledons we really liked a lot more because it was a little bit darker. So let's go ahead and taste each one of these. This is going to take a moment to do, so let's do this. We're going to start off with our Roots Organic one. So I'm going to give Mandy here just a little bit, and I'm going to eat me just a little bit. It's got a brassica scent and flavor to it. A little bit of a mustard kind of hint to it as well. It's really nice, tastes really fresh, it's very crunchy. I'm happy with the product, though there was a slight bitterness at the beginning that I wasn't a super big fan of for the Roots Organic one. So let's move on to the next one, which was the Pro Mix with these tiny, tiny, tiny little plants. So hopefully there'll be a little bit more spice or something because they're so small. There was like a weird salty taste to it. I mean, the flavor got better at the end, but the initial salt flavor that hits your palate whenever we first chewed into the Pro Mix one was a little odd. But the flavor, again, nice crunch, very small cotyledons. In flavor was nice. Initial flavor with that saltiness was a little awkward. So let's move on to the Ocean Solution. Knock some of these seed holes off. It's a good technique right there for getting seed holes off. You just flick it a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna rinse this down with some coffee. All right, on to the Ocean Solution. Nothing exciting. It tastes like, it's very watery, it's very juicy. I noticed that initially. It's very juicy, but there's no like powwows or anything like the other ones where there's a little bit more layers of flavor. It was just very bland, very juicy all across, and at the end you get that brassica flavor. It was nice, it just wasn't as flavorful as the other two. All right, and then on to the MasterBlend, the very last hydroponic group. Very juicy, very crunchy. That slight bitterness that I noticed with the first tray, that Roots Organic one, moves into the brassica flavors. And then there's a hint of mustard. MasterBlend, I think, gave me the best flavor ride, I would say, personally. What do you think? Yay, nay? I'd say it's that or the Roots Organic.
Yeah, I think that or the Roots.
Okay, so the Roots and the MasterBlend had the best taste. As for appearance and taste, I would say, yeah, the Roots Organic, MasterBlend, and the Ocean Solution was just lacking a little bit. It was nice, but it just didn't have like a lot of the flavors that the other groups did. Nothing like coffee and Tatsoi in the morning.
Delicious.
They just pair so well together. All right, so that was it for this experiment. This was, again, just an experiment to see how soils would compare in growth against hydroponics. Given the same exact process, they both had the exact same amount of seeds, the exact same amount of time to grow. The only thing that was different was their watering source. So I really enjoyed this test. I'm pretty disappointed with the Pro Mix. That's just something that, you know, everybody hypes up. I see so many commercial growers talking so good about Pro Mix. I'm not sure what everybody is so hyped about. I'm not seeing the huge benefit of Pro Mix. As for the Roots Organic, did a great job. Honestly, I was very happy with that growth. Same with both the hydroponic groups. I love growing in Coco or Coir and adding our own nutrients to it. It just always produces such awesome results. So I love our hydroponics. Roots Organic did pretty great. Pro Mix, WTF, that was kind of disappointing. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, give us a thumbs down. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below. We'd love to get those answered for you as soon as we possibly can. Excuse me while I die for a moment. If you would like to subscribe to us, please do. The button pops down here at the end of the video, and our Instagram and our Facebook are both at On The Grow Farms. We have a website now that has grow guides, information about our space, frequently asked questions, and a bunch of good stuff. It is www.onthegrow.net. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon.